Sure, Noise Solitaire may be able to summon both Spectral Sword, Shinobi Necro, Glow Up Bloom, and Uni Zombie. That boy go! But it don't fucking matter because this video is about Messenger Spirit of the Fatal Eye Psychopompos. My God!
All these words and stuff.
Which can also be summoned with Solitaire. During the end phase of the next turn, this card was banished. Konami, you motherfuckers! Shit can happen depending on your opponent having more monsters or spell and traps in their graveyard. Your opponent's going to have more monsters in their graveyard most of the time. Let's be real. So usually your opponent will be banishing a monster in their graveyard, which is pretty bad. Yes, because your opponent gets to choose, and this effect is lackluster. Translation?
Terrible.
However, if by some chance your opponent has more spell and traps in their graveyard, you actually get to do something good, send an opponent's monster they control to the graveyard. Yes, they get to choose for this effect as well, which sucks more than prostitutes do, but at least it's affecting the field somehow, and if they're playing more spell and traps, they're likely not playing that many monsters, so it'll be something important.
But not really.
I could have mentioned this before, I chose not to because I do what I want, but this motherfucker with the long ass name banishes itself if special summoned while your opponent has more monsters in the graveyard, which means during the next turn's end phase, fuck Konami, it'll bring itself back, giving you another chance to activate either its effects. But if it's special summon while they have more spell and traps in the graveyard, it sends itself, meaning you have to banish it with some other card effect in order for it to come back during the next turn's end phase. None of this is optional, by the way, so if you summon it with Solitaire, Mizuki, Hello, or even Jack-o'-Bowling and your opponent has at least one card in the graveyard, this bitch is taking itself off the field, defeating the entire fucking purpose of being a tuna, which basically means you have to normal summon it if you want to use this for a synchro summon, which is some bullshit. It's either that or you make sure your opponent's graveyard is empty. Good luck. Zombies have so many good cards, well enough of them to where this being shit doesn't really matter. But since I'm doing a video on it, I'm going to ask a rhetorical question. Why play this when you can play anything else? It's relying on your opponent's graveyard for one. Your opponent chooses the cards affected, and none of these effects are optional, so they'll activate when you don't want to. There is literally no good reason to play this motherfucker. Emphasis on good reason.
And I'm not lying.
Thanks for watching. My Patreon and other things are in the description if you would like to
Help me.
and you haven't been feeling just a little bit generous. I appreciate those that actually watch this shit and appreciate me for who I am. Maybe you don't. Maybe you just like the fact that I curse a whole bunch. Perhaps, whatever, I don't know. I'd rather show myself and get views and money off of being myself as opposed to clickbait titles. Because you know when you clickbait titles, you're not necessarily getting those views for your personality. Y'all may not value that. You just care about the views. Views are cool, but I don't really care that much about it, you know, because if I did, I'd have clickbaited too, just like some of y'all motherfuckers. Assuming some of y'all motherfuckers that are watching this video are content creators your damn selves. You know how it is, cause it's YouTube. I kind of went on a rant there. Discord server links in the description. You can reach me there. I appreciate you.
And a lot.